Derek Overstreet, founder of the New Millennium Group. We're a financial planning firm. We have advisors standing by right now to take your call. 888-999-6370. The reason you're going to want to call is we're going to help you retire 3 to 5 years before you thought possible. The way we do this is by putting together a step-by-step plan. So if you're one of those people listening and you'd like a plan in writing, give us a call at 888-999-6370. That's 888-999-6370, or go to utahsfinancialplanner.com.
Some of the most meaningful jewelry you own isn't new. It's inherited. A ring from a grandmother, a necklace full of memories, but no longer your style. Duke's Jewelers reimagines family heirlooms into custom pieces you'll actually wear and love. Working one-on-one, Duke's designers honor the original story while creating something fresh and modern. Don't let meaningful jewelry sit unused. Let it live on beautifully. Visit Duke's Jewelers in Springville or online at dukesjewelers.com, where old stories become new treasures.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the biggest name.
You're locked into JJ and Alex. With the insight and analysis on the teams you can't live without. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Your exclusive radio home of the Utah Mammoth is right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Now it's time to hear from the head coach of the Mammoth, André Tourigny.
Welcome back to the program, everybody. It's JJ and Alex, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Alex Kirry here. Stevenson Sylvester to my right, filling in for Jeremiah, who's out of town until Monday. And joining us on the program, as he does on a weekly basis when the schedule matches up. And I'm glad that it matches up today. Off day between Seattle. The one-day gap between Seattle and Vancouver. I'm from up in that neck of the woods, Coach, and I've heard the weather's been pretty decent up there for you guys. How's it been?
Yeah, it's been all right. I'm actually walking back from the rink right now, so it's good enough.
That's good. I love it. Last night started off 2-0, and I was looking around, and I'm not the head coach of the team, and I get a little worried about a 4-day gap, and it was there, and it looked like it was a little bit of was a wake-up for him. Do you notice that? And what was the thing that turned those guys around? Because giving up those 2 goals at first, it was tough.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think we the first few shifts were a little bit rusty, just a little bit of hesitation. You know, hockey it's a really fast game. You need to play with a lot of mental awareness, and we were a little bit out of sync. So the time to get back at it, we were already in the trailing by 2. But I think it started with a really good shift with Boehner's line. Boehner with JJ and Cards, they did a really good job getting the forecheck, get a few turnover, get a good body check, a few shot on net, a few net presence, and kind of give us a little bit of momentum. The following shift, we kept going, and they took a penalty on that one, and we scored on our power play. So It's a combination. I think Boehner's line got us going, drew the penalty, and then our power play got to work.
You brought up the power play. And people have been dogging you about the power play all season because you guys have had one of the lower percentages in the league. 3 for 6 last night, 8 for your last 15 in the past 4 games. How on earth do you guys get that kind of turnaround where you say, hey, we're going to emphasize this thing, and what a massive time to do it?
Well, it maybe for people it happened 3 games ago, but it happened before that. And we said it since the Olympic break. Even if we can go early February when we had our struggle, our power play second in the league since then. You know, we did a lot of good stuff. We're at the trade deadline, we were 8 in the league after the Olympic break. So we did a lot of good stuff leading to that recent success. So there were a lot of build up. It's always the same song. We need to play direct. We need to put pucks at the net, lose puck recovery. And from there, we need to understand it's not just putting the puck at the net. It's not what goes in necessarily. It's not you need to put the puck at the net and the puck goes in. It's not as simple as that. But that gets the opponent out of structure. When you have the puck and you don't attack quickly, the opponent just gets above. They close the middle and they get the inside. And now, okay, you have the puck, but it's really, really, really tough to create something because you don't get them off position. So at the moment we start to shoot, now you don't know where the rebound will go. So now they get off structure a little bit, and now our skill, our instinct take over, and now we find the open guys, and we create goals. You look at most of our goals start from a shot, a loose puck recovery, there's somebody open, boom, we attack right away. We find that open guy, we create a goal. I think look at Schmaltz's goal yesterday, or even Cart's goal yesterday. We attack. We don't have really anything great at the net, but on their clearing, hit Carts in the back and goes right in the net. So it's you create chaos, you create broken play, and that's how it happens.
So how do you keep this going? I mean, we had a great night last night. The guys came back after that first period. What things did you take from last night that you're going to be able to take to Vancouver, who's been an up and down team? You honestly don't know what you're going to get from them in every night, so can't really expect something in particular. But what can you take from last night's game and drive into the last 7 games of the season?
But what we like is yesterday, like we said, we start the game a little bit slow in the offense. We'll have loved to keep it a little bit more straight north early in the game. We didn't. But the beauty of it is we found a way to adjust and get our rhythm and play way more direct after, and we got reward. So that is one thing. The second thing is what we just talked for the last few minutes. It's our power play, keeping that mindset. And we have a lot of guys who are playmakers, who they like to control the puck and make play. So it's always a battle for us to remind ourselves that, hey, we need to attack right away. We need to get in the inside. We need to put pucks at the net and work off broken play. And what help is our leaders, they bought in. They understand now, okay, that pay off for me. I will have situation where they will be seemed they won't be 5 guys in the slot waiting to cut my place. So more we're doing, more we have success, more we're consistent in this.
Nice.
You brought up your leaders. I mean, if you look at the scoring sheet, and anytime there's a Clayton Keller to Schmaltz hookup, I'm like, and when I'm watching it, I go, man, these guys. It's like Kels likes the assist more than the goal, doesn't it? That's what it feels like. It is. It's awesome to watch.
1,000%. Yeah, and we have a lot a guys like that who are what we call pass first guy. You know, we don't have a lot of guys who are pure shooter. We have for sure Dylan Gunter, who's a pure shooter. I think Lawson Krause is a guy who likes to shoot the puck as well. We have Parks. We have a few guys, but JJ is a guy who wants to pass the puck first. Kels is like that. Schmaltzy is like that. Logan Coulee is like that. So we need to, that's a little bit what I was saying just before. We need to fight against that and fight a little bit against our first instinct and putting pucks at the net, because those guys are looking for passes. Kirby is like that. I can go on and on. So those guys are capable of doing both. But when push comes to shove, you often go back at your instinct and your what your brain tells you to do right away when you touch the puck. But those guys adjust really well, and I think they got much, much better in it, and they're successful in it. I think our offense really took off since we do it with more consistency.
And it just wears teams down, and they get frustrated. Seattle last night, a couple of double minors. Stenny gets popped in the mouth. A couple chiclets hit the ice, and the guy and he comes back out. And I'm like, man. McBain goes down with an injury. I saw today that you guys recalled Kevin Rooney from the Roadrunners down Tucson, calling on guys, especially this time of the year. You got to have that confidence in them. How good do you feel about bringing somebody up and working them right into the rotation? That's a guy who's been in the league for a bit, and he's been on some teams.
Exactly. He's a veteran pro. He's a guy who's been in the NHL for a while. We're fortunate to have him as a depth, and I think the guys in Tucson do a really good job. When the guys are called up, they're tuned in and what they have to do, and we can use them. And we saw it a couple of weeks ago with Booter and Shimeshev at some point, or Lamoureux and those guys. I think they're doing a good job out there. When we call up guys, they can contribute. So that's really important to have that connection with your affiliate team. So we know if we need rooms, he will be ready. He's a good pro, and he will be able to chip in and help us.
Yeah. All right. So you got to kind of break down the end of the season where we got 7 more matches left. The kind of last week going in, it's kind of a tight race here in the Western Conference.
It's a mess.
Yeah, with the Sharks, the Knights, the Preds, and you guys, like, there's a lot of things going on right now. So what are you telling your guys? What mentality do you guys have to have going into where you're not so tight, but you're confident heading into these last 7 games of stretch?
There's nothing we can do about the 7 game. There's nothing we can do about our opponent. There's nothing we can do about the standing. What we can do something about? What do you think?
Tonight, you guys.
Something about how we play. Exactly, how we play. At the end of the day, all what you said, it's a good recipe to get stressed.
Right.
Because you start focusing on a bunch of things you cannot do anything about.
Right.
There's nothing I can do about the schedule. There's nothing I can do about the result of the other games. There's nothing I can do about the standing. One thing I know is if we win our game, we're not going backward.
Nice.
So the only thing we can do is, and that's cool because we control that. We control how we play. We control how we bounce back last night. We control our specialty performance. We control how we prepare for tomorrow's game. That's something we can control. So let's focus on that. The rest, there's nothing we can do about.
Can't control the schedule, like you said, but it is pretty nice after tonight. You have your last 6 games, and 5 of them are going to be at home. And so that's going to be really, really good to have that home bar. And how awesome would it be to be able to see and those and a time to clinch. I'm telling Sly this because I don't want you to get up in your head about it, Coach. I know you don't, but I'm telling you to have a clinching situation happen at the barn here at Delta Center. I mean, the fans are pulling for you guys already. We're looking forward to how that one goes, but we appreciate you joining us on the road. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some of the sights up there as you as you go out in Vancouver. It's really pretty up there. I love it, but man, hockey first, and we're waiting to see what this Mammoth versus the Canucks game is going to look like tomorrow. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
There you go.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
There's Bear.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I love how he got after you. It was like we were in the huddle for a minute.
What do you think?
He's like, how does that sound to you?
Hey, you get your butt out there, and you
sweaty.
find that dog.
I got sweaty. I almost said, yes, sir.
Yeah, you got it, Coach. I'm in it. I'm locked in. No, man. It's right.
Great philosophy, though. I mean,
it's the
else can you do?
Mike Tomlin quote for me is control what you can control, right? You can't control the schedule, but you can control your attitude when you go out there, the energy you put in, and the most effort you can to get the best that you can at every second. The clock is ticking, man. And so get that win. You win now. You're not going backwards. I love it, and that is the exact message you should send to professional athletes, to your team, to send that. Control what you can control. Don't look at the schedule. Look at tonight. This is your opponent. Focus on that, and whatever comes, when it comes, we'll deal with it then. But I loved how he phrased that and how he's going to be able to relay that message to the team because there's so much outside noise. There's so much outside noise. You wondering, expectations, yada, yada, yada. Guys want to win. They're ultra competitive. But control what you can control, and that's tonight. That's you going down there, that's you taking rest the night before, that's you getting enough sleep, your preparation. That's what you can control and go out there and win it, and we'll be right where we want to be.
Look, we can't have nice things all the time, but I'm gonna have my druthers. I'm gonna have my things here. I'm gonna have the stuff that I want to see. And last night, Cooley's 2 goals, massive. And to watch that thing go down was awesome. Dylan Guenther got his 37th goal of the season. And the way that, he was the guy who scored those 2 goals. Obviously, you have all the people who are helping you out, too. Guenther had this insane goal last night that was just crazy to put it to 5-2, which really put it to bed. I couldn't believe that he's going away from the goalie off of a deflection from a Cooley slap shot, and he's falling, and he puts it right under the legs of the goal. It was just beautiful. That guy's got 37 goals this year, okay? By far the best that he's done in his career. Points-wise, he's already eclipsed his career top as well. Now, he's only been in the league 4 years, but last year he had a breakout year. He scored 60 points. He had 27 goals and 33 assists. This year he's got 37 goals. 7 games left. Get Gunnar to 40. Get him to that 40 goal. I think that would just be phenomenal for this kid who's 22 years old. He's going to be 23 in 1 week. And no better way to ring in the new birthday than by getting that 40th goal. I think it would be phenomenal to see Dylan Guenther get there. A fully healthy year with Cools would be amazing. But what it really comes down to is I don't know how hurt Jack McBain is. And I don't know what the returning timeline is going to look like for him. I think Barrett Hayton, I'm not sure what that injury looks like either. But not a great time of year to do it, but you can't do anything about that either. You get the injury. Injuries are part of the game.
Yeah.
But
it
seriously,
is what it is, yeah.
Stenlund last night with, I think it was 5-2 already with a couple minutes left. It's 5-2, and Stenlund gets hit in the mouth with a high stick. The Seattle player gets a double minor, 4-minute power play. Those are my favorite. Oof. And the Mammoth score in the first minute of it. And they just went, and it made it or maybe that made it 5-2 because the sixth was Carconi toward the end. But man, that type of, his teeth were knocked out. I'm like, I have a hard enough time watching the guys who get the twisted ankles on basketball courts and they dislocate a knee and they're sideways. When the teeth are out, I think that's worse for me because it was all jagged and weird and he picked up a piece from the ice. I know they have a good dental plan.
And they just shrug it off.
He came right back out on the ice 1 minute later.
All right.
You don't wrap those things up. It just feels, ugh. He got hit in the teeth with a stick and it popped and it chipped those front 2 teeth. I bet those weren't even his permanent teeth. It broke the fakes. so there we are watching that thing. So you have a couple of things. Let me tell you what the rest of the lineup looks like. So they go to Vancouver. And I told you I was nervous about Vancouver because they put on 8 goals at
Colorado
at their barn. Best team in hockey. And they went the shot for shot thing that normally people can't beat Colorado on. And they scored 8 goals on the best team in the country in the NHL. Sorry, there's 2 countries involved. Although Canada hasn't won a Stanley Cup in about 34 years. That's no problem though. We still love you guys. You guys can come down and play our game. Sorry, I have Canadian friends, and I'm going to send them that clip.
No,
I'm just saying they have this game at Vancouver. Oh yeah, come on, see again. You knock teeth out of the Americans that keep going. Now Stenlund's not American, but I don't think he is. But either way, yeah, channel some Jack Eichel. Come on, man. Knock those teeth out and keep it going. Yeah, honorary American. Oh, Stenlund's Swedish. He can be an honorary American being his teeth knocked out right there. Come on. So there you go. The last games look like this. 7 games left on the calendar. They have this one at Vancouver. They come home for 3. Sorry, they come home for 2. They go back on the road, and then they come back for those final 3. So 5 out of their last 7 games here are going to be at their home barn. I don't know what the math is. I don't want to do it either. They have 84 points. They are 5 points clear of the 3 teams that are tied for the second wild card spot with 79 points. They're 5 points clear. If you win 2, and presumably somebody from that group is going to win the 2 right along with you. So let's say that gap stays at 5. At some point, you got to make sure you're there. I think the magic number would probably be if they have a 5-point lead with 2 games left,
they're in.
They'd make it.
Right.
But that's 5 games from now, you guys. I just get so dadgum up in my head about it. I just want playoff hockey here in Utah, man.
You sound like you've been traumatized a lot in your
well,
life. You need a lot more. You need a lot more optimism right now. Falto said it was like in great position right now. So I'm with him. I think that right now, this 7-game streak where we're at, you said 5 of the last 7 games are at home. This is just perfect position right now to execute. Even if we go to overtime, we get 1 point. And so, like, I think that these guys are in perfect positions to do it, and I think Coach Tourigny understands the heat and the time and the focus that needs to be had right now. So, and that's what I was just asking you. I was like, you think if we win 2 games, we got it kind of locked, or 3 or 4? Like, what does that look like? And but yeah, I think we load that Delta Center, 5 of those last 7 games. Yeah, these boys will bring it home.
I think it was a key game on this. And I think this team's already going to be in the playoffs. I mean, I think they've got 85 points, and they're playing really, really well right now. Guess what? They got a shot in the arm after the whole Connor McDavid is maybe pouting about his time in Edmonton, and they've been really, really good since. They do have some goaltending issues, but I'll tell you what they don't have issues with is the Utah Mammoth. We talked about how bad the Mammoth were against Chicago this year. The last 2 years, Edmonton has never lost to this Utah franchise. The Utah version of this franchise has never beaten Edmonton, not just at home, but at their place.
All.
And they come back again for another home game against the Mammoth here at Delta Center. But a week ago, they beat the Mammoth 5-2, and before that it was 6-3. Edmonton has not lost to Utah ever as a Utah team, and it's one of the few teams that's the case with. I think there might be 1 or 2 in the East, but you don't play those teams as much. I'm just saying, the reason that game would be a massive turnaround is get that monkey off your back, and don't tell me the players don't know, because we've asked them about it before, and they're like, yeah, no, we know about it. They do know. And maybe they're not thinking about it. Maybe Bears taught them well enough. Maybe their mental fortitude is better than ours. But they know that. If they beat Edmonton 3 games from now, here at home, they will be, I think, in a spot where obviously the points are going to be there, but you're also getting there mentality-wise and going, okay, you just beat the team who's got probably the best player on the planet on their team.
Connor McDavid.
And I know Draisaitl's out, but guess what? This Edmonton team is starting to figure some things out, and they've been in the last 2 Stanley Cup finals. So don't count them out. I just think it's going to be an awesome night. So the rest of the way after that goes like this. You've got the Canucks tomorrow night. The Canucks are tomorrow night. Edmonton comes on Tuesday here. So that's the game after. Their first game at home. What a way to set the tone at home, because then you have a chance to get a 4-point swing against the Preds the game after. And 2 days after. So 2 days after the Oilers, the Preds come in. You crush their souls with a defeat. Because Carolina comes in, I don't know what level Carolina is going to be at, because they could get that number 1 spot in the East. And if you'll recall, the Mammoth had one of the biggest meltdowns we've ever seen this franchise have when they gave up 3 goals in, I think, 2.5 minutes to lose that game against Carolina a month ago at their place. So now the Canes come in. They're one of the best teams in the East. They could very well go to the Stanley Cup final. These are not easy games. I think the easiest game along the way here, if there is one, are the Calgary Flames, who have done the opposite of what their name. Vancouver's getting better. They got better at the trade deadline.
Right.
The Flames are shutting it down, and it's not that they're trying to lose; they are not making aggressive moves to win.
But they are on the backside of a back-to-back.
Yeah, and so that's up in Calgary. Yeah, they got to go back-to-back. They play the Canes at home, and then they have to go up to Calgary at their place. And then Jets and Blues to finish out the season at the home barn over here. The Jets are also, they could very well be right next to the Mammoth in the standings when that game comes around. Did you say I have tickets to give away? Love it. How about this? Well, we're just going to hand out some tickets. These are just for fun, right? Just freebies. You're just because you're being generous? Is that what's going on? Free Ticket Friday. Oh,
free ticket nostalgia Fridays.
Here you go.
I 801. Want that purple stuff.
I know. 801-575-ZONE. 801-575-9663. You get a pair of tickets to see the Black Crows with their special guest, Whiskey Myers, at the Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater on Thursday, August 13th. Or you can go get those tickets at livenation.com. 2 tickets to Black Crows and Whiskey Myers. All you have to do is give us a call right now for those 2 tickets. 801-575-ZONE. That's 801-575-ZONE. 801-575-9663. We'll come back, get you ready for the Utah Jazz coming up at the top of the hour, taking on the Rockets tonight down in Houston. So you're going to get a 5 o'clock pre and a 6 o'clock tip-off. Much more to go. Stay with us. 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
Hey, sweetie, your mother showed me this Carvana thing for selling the car. I'm going to give it a try. Wish me luck. Me again. I put in the license plate. It gave me an offer. Unbelievable. Okay, I accepted the offer. They're picking it up Tuesday from the driveway. I haven't even left my chair. It's done. The car is gone. I'm holding a check. Anyway, Carvana, give it a whirl. Love ya.
So good, you'll want to leave a voicemail about it. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.
You know what's coming. Your daily deep dive into everything Utah Jazz. It's time! All season long and even in the off season. It's Jazz Daily with JJ and Alex on your exclusive home of Utah Jazz basketball. 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
All right, everybody. Welcome back. Of course, that music means it's the Jazz Daily right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone and the Jazz.
Who's not playing tonight?
Hold on a minute. We did get some. Oh, you know what? Actually,
we need some.
I heard you talking about. Hit that breaking news sounder because we got some news. And this is I don't care how much I dislike the Lakers. This guy doesn't care. Napolis is going right after you. He's
why is he giggling like that?
He's got a smile on his face. I don't like that.
Yeah, sinister.
So, Luka went out last night. You saw him come off the court with the hammy.
Yeah.
Or grabbing his hammy. And MRI today, Los Angeles Lakers star Luka Dončić, according to Shams at ESPN. Left hamstring injury, sources say, and he will miss the remainder of the regular season. His status is uncertain beyond that, out indefinitely. Is the Lakers' hopes and dreams to make it deep into the playoffs. You guys got a 45-year-old. It's pretty good. He'll be fine.
Hey, real talk, I know we're, just Joshua, but he looks good for 40-something years old.
Yeah. Is he 41 or 2?
41.
41?
But, you're just seeing him doing stuff, and I'm like,
he's definitely better than any 41-year-old's ever played in the NBA.
But a lot better than the younger guys, too.
Yeah, that's true. Well, some of that's just the wily veteran stuff. Like, you can...
Yes.
You can...
Like him, the way
so
he's
good, you
playing
can figure
defense and throwing stuff. Like I'm just like if I believe if he wanted to, he could be that 30-point-a-night guy right now at 41 years old. He could do that with the way he's moving and doing all that. I don't think that's what he wants to do, and that's what's sad. I'm like, bro, just go be a killer. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on my Lakers. But This sucks. It sucks. And one, it really sucks because this was such a tight MVP race. Right? At the end of the season, Shea definitely played.
Yeah, he's not in it. Stop it. Oh, you're talking about Luka.
Yeah, I'm talking about Luka. What the heck?
I thought you were still talking about the old guy.
No, not the old guy. No, we're talking about Luka.
He whose name we don't mention. Until he comes here on a free agent contract. Come on now.
Just blow this market up. No, but Luka, Shea, Wemby, and Nikola Jokic is the forerunners.
I do love that Wemby is like campaigning and all the other guys are like, I don't need to do any of that.
No, man, because you're going to get
guys.
So
you vote for me, Victor Wembanyama for MVP. I'm like, why are we doing this? I can't. This isn't the Heisman campaign.
So you don't like it?
I don't like the front. I don't like the front end of the season when college teams send out like a gift box to the media and go, look who's going for a Heisman this year. I'm like, I don't like the campaign.
I agree with you.
I don't like it.
I agree with you.
It's a lot of pressure on the kid. Now, Wemby, I get it. It actually, listen, when you're the squeaky wheel like that and he's good, which he is, I just don't think it's his time. It's not his time yet. It doesn't feel like it's his time.
See, but that's...
He'll be around for next year, though.
I
think it's going to be him next year.
Because you don't know if they're going to have a good year next year. That's just not guaranteed. That's kind of the aspect, and then I'm a LeBron fan, so I got to throw this back in there. But that's the mindset a lot of people had with LeBron when he was in such tight MVP races with Derrick Rose and James Harden and Russell Westbrook and all these other guys is, LeBron, he'll have another shot at it next year, but they never gave it to him, so he'll never match, these other guys. But anyways, I agree with you. I think there's different personalities that get to do that. I actually like Victor Wembanyama because, one, you're actually bringing attention to what people are not really paying attention to. A lot of people are just stat lining everything like, oh, this guy's 40 points a game and this and that, not realizing that he's also got 8 turnovers a game and he's shooting 50 times a game. So, of course, he's getting that much. But, Victor Wembanyama's effectiveness in the game, like, how is your MVP? Like, redefining or really understanding the definition of what an MVP is what I believe this race is doing.
Pouring in points. It really was. When I was a kid, it felt like the MVP was just whoever won the scoring race.
Mm-hmm.
So
it should have been titled that, not MVP.
But now, because you get such good versatility, a guy like Nikola Jokic has ruined it for a lot of people.
Oh yeah, he's averaging 24 a game.
Shea was pouring the points in. That was more of like the old traditional, last year's. But when people look and they go, all right, you scored 28.7 points a game, but how many rebounds and how many assists did you dish out? And for Nikola Jokic, it's like, 12 and 11, for those two categories respectively, just averaging a triple-double, no problem.
Everybody else, though, it's low. But you look at MJ's MVP stats, he's 33 points a game, but also 2 assists and 5 rebounds.
Yeah, but usually like 6 steals too. Like he was an insane defender. So
also 30 shots a game.
Look at you make this guy. Do you hear this? This is 100% just LeBron love. He has to throw shade at MJ.
First of all,
the best in the game.
I love me some MJ.
Is he number one?
No.
Oh my gosh! Why are we? How did I
ask
you to do this show for so long?
Feet.
How am I long?
These are red carpet 17s, LeBrons.
How have we gone? I love how you put it up for the camera. But I will never be that flexible. I will never be that flexible. I will never put a shoe up on my chin on the camera. No, but this is come on. I can't believe I've asked you to fill in on the program so many times, knowing that your list is not Michael Jordan 1.
I think we got to have a whole day where we just go back and forth on this stuff.
So,
because you got to redefine the rule, just like the MVP rule. Okay, like what makes somebody number one?
So you're going to say he's the GOAT because he lasted a lot longer in the league?
No. If you go and look at statistics of year for year, this and that, LeBron has better stats.
I know what I know.
Here's my thing, right?
I know what I know.
What is LeBron James' career average in points?
I don't know.
27.1. I'll tell you.
Okay. I thought it was
what is Michael Jordan's career average in points?
Probably 29.
30.1, right? So you're talking all of 3 points or all of 2 layups, 3 free throws, 1 3-pointer, whatever. But what is Michael Jordan's career average in assists? What was Michael Jordan's career average in rebounds, right?
Yeah,
so
I
take away one of those assists that LeBron is doing and put it to his point total.
I will say this, though. The reason I think MJ, on top of all of it, the people like – I think for some reason it just – the eye test is different for MJ. Do I explain myself? The eye test for MJ is different.
Okay.
He had something different. And I was always like – that's why – but on top of it, the thing that I always like seal it up with is – 6 for 6 on World Championships.
That's BS, bro.
LeBron is what in the finals?
He's.
I love how that stat doesn't flow out of his brain over here.
It's 4 of 10. Okay, I got it. But here's my thing, and
so
with all of that,
from the free throw percentage, LeBron has better.
Is that what we're going off of? There's literally you could conspiracize.
Conspiracize.
That's a word. Look it up. Just playing. But literally, you can make any story narrative work, from the finals narrative to the points narrative.
Is that
where
you were at Annapolis? You were going to show me the hardware? Is that what you're going to say? See, I was there too.
But I just told you they are taking hardware away from him. They're building teams to go against him. They're literally telling him his MVP race, he can't.
They're building teams to go against him. You mean other teams got other players that were better than him, that played better than him in the playoffs?
No,
Shocker.
I mean that they put teams to stop him specifically.
Oh, it wasn't championship winners. It's LeBron beaters. That's what you added. We got to put together a LeBron beater.
I'm not saying they didn't do that for MJ. They did do that for MJ. They put teams together to go against him.
Not the Jazz, though.
Oh,
sorry. I didn't want to. Come on. I didn't want to go that way today.
Hey, we can go that way. I love it.
You're okay with it.
I love this conversation. It's dope, but I think it's all generation. I do think that what your aspect is.
I hate this conversation. I hate the Jordan LeBron thing. I don't put up with it.
It's evolution, right? It's when you watch the game. When you watch the game, Michael Jordan was the newest, greatest thing ever. And then came a Kobe, which was the new greatest thing ever. And then there's just been a LeBron who's literally been dominating your television since 2003. 2002, if you want to count his senior year in high school.
Yep.
And so, like, just what have you been paying attention to? What do you know? And then after all that, if you care, do you want to go into the statistics and make it
I would say that there are that the talent level of basketball has never been higher. And
you watched that OKC team last night? Holy smokes.
But you know what? The Spurs are kind of that way too. Like when you watch them, they are put together, man.
Yeah.
But the talent level across the entire league has never been like during Jordan's era, it wasn't anywhere near this type of athleticism, this type of talent, nowhere near it.
You probably had like 7 or 8 good
So you can
teams.
look, and he was doing it against, I don't know, the word's not inferior talent. It's more just like he was ahead of his time. He's the kind of guy that I think would come into the league at this point. If Jordan were drafted last year, he would still be ridiculous to watch. He'd still be fun to watch. He'd still be amazing to see what he's doing, and he'd be the guy, I think. But I will say that LeBron has had to do it against better defenders that they've ever been. Well, they let those defenders back in the 80s just kick the crud out of you. You could just punch a guy.
But again, is that basketball? And that's my thing. Everybody's like, "Oh, it was so much tougher."
Imagine Jordan with the.
And I'm a football guy. I felt that at every basketball game I played in.
Imagine Jordan with the Euro step. If Jordan had a Euro step,
wow, yeah,
just that little.
But he didn't need it. Jordan was so smooth.
I know, but
Jordan would be Shea today.
Oh, I will never put up with that comparison. I will.
I'm just saying, as far as Shea's dominance and the way Shea scores, that's how
much
MJ,
he gets. MJ would never go. He'd get fouled as he goes down. That was my tennis player.
Tennis or soccer?
No, you know when they hit it across the net, and he was like, yeah, that's what Shea does when he gets fouled. Please pull all this.
Don't record that, Nab. I don't need that over the airways.
That was my Monica Seles.
Hot mic.
Monica Seles. You didn't think you'd hear her name today. Hey, Jazz, Rockets tonight. The Jazz looking for their 8th loss in a row. Do you say that? They're looking for it? All right. We are, though.
That is wild.
We'll come back. Beehive Meals and KSL Sports, honoring the people who are the awesome sports volunteers in their communities. Just go to KSLSports.com/contests. And every Thursday we read off those winners, courtesy of Beehive Meals. They get $250, and we honor those guys over the airways. And then they also get a shout out on social media. So KSLSports.com/contests for the Beehive Meals Hero of the Week nominations. We'll come back, get you ready for the Jazz next, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
Hey, sweetie, your mother showed me this Carvana thing for selling the car. I'm going to give it a try. Wish me luck. Me again. I put in the license plate. It gave me an offer. Unbelievable. Okay, I accepted the offer. They're picking it up Tuesday from the driveway. I haven't even left my chair. It's done. The car's gone. I'm holding a check. Anyway, Carvana, give it a whirl. Love ya.
So good, you'll want to leave a voicemail about it. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.
Your home for the best coverage of the Jazz, Utes, and Cougars is right here on The Zone. This is JJ and Alex on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
All right, everybody, welcome back. 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone. Final segment as we get you ready for the Utah Jazz and the Houston Rockets tonight down in Houston. Houston needs wins, man. I love these combos. Houston needs to stack these wins, see if they can maybe run somebody down in these last few games here in the West. And the Jazz do not need to win games.
They're begging for losses.
So, Isaiah Collier out. Elijah Harkless out. Keontae George out. And there you go. You're going to get the same group of the youngsters rolling out on the floor. I didn't have a good guess last week, so I'm not going to. Or last time, so I'm not going to do it.
What? Come on now.
I'm just saying, Ace will probably lead all scorers.
I got to call it back in on Monday and be like, "Oh, the smartest
I'm the smartest man in the world." Yeah. So this one's an easy one to figure out because you want the Jazz to drop this one. Frankly, were the Kings in action at all? Are they still at 20 wins on the season? I think the Kings are. I don't know. They're probably right there. Gosh, that team stinks, don't they? I'm saying both of those teams do. This pillow fight brought to you by, it's not going to be a good game. The Kings, though, 20 wins on the year. The Jazz, 21 wins. Be nice if they could get to that spot where they're the 4th worst record in the league. They're at 5th right now. If they could usurp the Kings, They could get that 4 spot, which of course means they could only drop down to 8, which means they have no risk of conveying that pick to the Oklahoma City Thunder, who don't deserve it. I think we can all agree. Sam Presti, stop trying to steal things from people, man. I do love that when the Jazz were losing, the teams that were the most pissed about it, the team that was the most mad about it, was the freaking Thunder. And they're calling out the Jazz from the comfort of the top of the world of basketball.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're
like
20,000 picks.
Can't freaking and they're coming off of the championship and they got the MVP and then they're all
shut up, Presti.
Jazz. Hey, Adam Silver, they're cheating a little bit. We might, but they have our pick if we.
I'm gonna write a letter.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna write a letter. Yeah,
it's a lot to consider. But the Jazz tonight, I think it's just stacking up these last few games. The rest of the way, the actual count of games left on the season, I think, what are we down to, 6 now?
6.
6 after tonight. 5 after tonight. 4 after tonight? I love it.
For who? Oh, the Jazz.
Oh, that's right, because the last game, they only have 5 left. Yeah, after tonight, 4 left. And then after the weekend, this time next week, we're going to be like high-fiving each other, eating the honey buns in the studio.
We've lost enough. We've lost enough.
We don't have to do it anymore.
We don't have to look at our schedule and it's straight L's.
Yeah, so here's the good news. Like I said, the Houston Rockets, they are incentivized big time to win basketball games right now. They're in the thick of it for jockeying for spots in the West. I don't think they're going to run anybody down in the West, but I do think that Houston, look, you just got to sharpen the iron at this point if you're them. So they want to win because they want to be playing really, really good basketball going into the offseason, and they also want to be able to get to the best spot that they can. If the other teams start to fall off a little bit, they'll sneak in as well. So Jazz basketball, like I said, you're going to have the same youth rotation that you've seen over the past few weeks, and look, we've gotten used to it. We really, really like it. So I think it's one of those things. Sly, how's this one shake out here? What's your point total? Give me a quick one.
I think that the Rockets will come out on an explosion and make it 117 to 103.
Teams love to score 130 on the Jazz. 130 to 111. That's going to be mine. 130 to 111 in favor of the Rockets. All right, basketball next. Jazz basketball, that is. 97.5 The KSL Sports Zone.
I sold my car in Carvana last night.
Well, that's cool.
No, you don't understand. It went perfectly. Real offer, down to the penny. They're picking it up tomorrow. Nothing went wrong.
So, what's the problem?
That is the problem. Nothing in my life goes as smoothly. I'm waiting for the catch.
Maybe there's no catch.
That's exactly what a catch would want me to think.
Wow, you need to relax.
I need to knock on wood. Do we have wood? Is this table wood?
I think it's laminate.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's close enough.
Car selling without a catch. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.